will be driving, exiting Gauteng to Limpopo. We're expecting more than 3,000 buses leaving Gauteng to Limpopo, and also the N3, the traffic has started to, the volumes of traffic has started to go up, and the N14, N12, and N4 to Mpumalanga. And we are busy, all hands, as I said before, all hands on deck. We are trying to make sure that our roads are safe and no one is going to die on our roads this Easter period. We are tired as the department or all law enforcement agencies in the province to see people dying on our roads. Most of the provinces, they're complaining that most vehicles and roadworthy vehicles, they leave the province and to other provinces to cause accidents. So we've made it a point that at least this Easter period, there is no vehicle that is going to leave the province, or come into the province that is not roadworthy. So we have been busy starting from the 1st of February doing roadworthiness, testing buses and taxis, because we knew that this period will come and people will be leaving the province. So we just want to say, yeah, we are ready as law enforcement agencies. We've been having roadblocks starting from last week. It was launched. The Minister of Transport, Preparedness, launched the Easter period last week. So on the N3. So we are ready. All law enforcement agencies, we're working together just to make sure that we don't see people perishing on our roads this Easter period.
Are there any particular hotspots that have been targeted?
All main routes, because we know that people will be leaving, more vehicles are leaving the province, and we're expecting them obviously on Monday or Sunday late. People are going to churches, they're going for holidays and all that. But we mainly focusing on our main routes, the N3, the N1, the N4, the N12 West, and also Mloto Road. Most buses, they'll be leaving to that side, to Moria, Limpopo. We are expecting volumes to go up this afternoon. But we also want to appeal to our motorists to, I think road safety simply starts with an individual. Sure, you need to start, it starts with you. You need to buckle up. So we want to urge all motorists, all road users to stay away from the roads. We've got pedestrians that were killed this morning on the R21. So we're saying more pedestrians. When pedestrians are dying on our roads, we know that they increase the fatalities rate in the province. So we are concentrating on pedestrians. Those are the, has more contributory factors to our accidents in the province. So we've got pedestrians that are dying on daily basis on our roads. We've got excessive speeding. People are driving in excessive speed. Instead of 120 kilometers per hour, we find a person driving at 236 kilometers per hour in a 120 zone. It's not acceptable. So we're still having a challenge with pedestrian, excessive speeding, reckless and negligent driving, public transport, taxis that are driving on yellow lane. That is reckless and negligent driving. It's not acceptable. It's not allowed. And then lastly, we know overloading. We've got Operation Malaisha as the department of Community Safety, Gauteng Traffic Police. Operation Malaisha, we've impounded more than 33 bakkies, as we speak, because their load is, I can't even explain the load. It's just the vehicle is overloaded. They're going to, brothers and sisters, they're going back home to, foreign countries. So, but we're saying let the vehicle or the bakkie be in a roadworthy way, in a good state, so that it can travel. I mean, they're traveling more than 600 kilometers to their destination. So we want to make sure that Gauteng remains a safe and a secure province. Yeah. We are happy since the 15th, we've not yet recorded any fatalities, more fatalities, of which maybe let's say major accident where more than 5 people have perished in one accident. So we are getting there. We know law enforcement agencies, they are there. We're not going to have, because people are saying we're having roadblocks, we're delaying them. We're not going to delay people this time. Our mandate is to make sure that there's free flow on our roads. So congestion, roadblocks are going to be there, but we're going to have roadside checkpoints. Roadblocks are going to be there, for an hour or two, just checking vehicles if they are roadworthy, and then so that they can move, because we are trying to make sure that we don't count dead bodies this Easter period. We are tired of seeing people, you know, whenever there's Easter, I mean, now we need to go and enjoy or celebrate, you know, in our churches, but we find out when we come back, more people are dying on our roads. So we want people to be responsible. People are still drinking and driving. Those are few of our challenges that we are facing as law enforcement agencies. They are driving under the influence of alcohol, intoxicated by drugs. People are exceeding the speed limit. People are driving as they wish. They're enjoying, but they're not enjoying responsibly. So the message from you know, all law enforcement agencies, more especially Gauteng Traffic Police, we want to say people must enjoy, but road responsibly. And road
by all means, I do agree with you that, you know, road safety starts with you. Responsible driving starts with you. I mean, we certainly cannot overemphasize the point that people should stop driving while they're under the influence of alcohol. Now, did you perhaps collaborate with the different taxi associations and bus companies to ensure that commuters are safe? Yes,
we are doing that each and every time, more especially when most of the time the taxi alliance, like National Taxi Alliance and TACO, we are working closely with them. They call us to say, please test our vehicles. We've got voluntary testing in the province before the peak season. So we say we work together with them. We have meetings with them to say, guys, bring your vehicle. We want to test them. We want to test the buses. So we've got a good relationship with all the associations and also all the bus companies. So we want to test your buses. We want to test before this period comes, because now we'll be facing festive season. After Easter, we know festive season. So it's our duty to make sure that we are working together with the external stakeholders, making sure that our province remains safe and our people are safe.
Now, Busaphi, I've been heavily criticized for saying this, and I'm going to say it anyway, that why is it that the traffic officials and the members of the SAPS, I mean, they mount such campaigns during the festive season and during the Easter season as though people don't die during other times of the year?
People are dying on daily basis.
Exactly. Why isn't the focus on the festive season and the Easter season?
Road safety in Pure is 365 days, you know.
But you don't see such heavy campaigns during other parts of the year.
We're having we intensified operation during this period because we know most people are leaving. But remember, we cannot have officers on daily basis in each and every corner of our roads. But we're having our intensified operation, joint operation, because most vehicles are leaving.
I guess that's the crux of my question. Why aren't you having police officers on a daily basis?
We do have officers on daily basis, but as I'm saying, everyone, we make sure that all our law enforcement agencies during this peak season, because remember, this is the time when more people are dying on our roads. During the Easter period, it's only 4 or 5 days, but you find that more than 100 people are dying on our roads. When it comes to Gauteng last year, during Easter, 38 people died. So it's within 4 days, 38 people dying, it's a lot. But on daily basis, just on normal and on normal days, people are, we, more especially in Gauteng, as I've said before, we have a challenge of pedestrians. People are not dying on daily basis during any time, but during peak season, more people are leaving the province, more people are coming to the province, and more vehicles are going out. And anyone can take, as you simply just decide to take your vehicle that was parked for 3 or 4 months, and then now you decide to say, no, I'm going home, now you want to use that vehicle. Obviously, that vehicle is not roadworthy, So those are the things that we are facing. But we've got our road safety campaign, road safety education, because other people, they don't even know that to be on a freeway is an offense. According to the National Road Traffic Act 93 of 1996, to be on a freeway, there is no person that is supposed to be found on a freeway. But you find people getting lift. As I was driving this side, more people are standing on the road and we are arresting them. Unfortunately, we're going to arrest them because we want to save their lives. People must know road safety it's something that should happen every day. That is why we are having officials on daily basis. It's just that during this peak season, we intensified our operation and make sure that we come together. We have our external stakeholders working together with us just to make sure that during this period, because everyone is excited. It's long weekend, they're going home, and so everyone is excited.
And people got paid.
and people got paid. It's crazy out there. But we want to make sure that with road safety, with our roadside checkpoints, with all the operations that are going to be that are happening as we speak on our roads. This morning we had our Minister Busaphi Nxumalo, the Minister of Transport, on the N1. Later he's going to the N3 and to all the routes and all to all the provinces, you know. So he started in Gauteng. So just to make sure we're not fighting with motorists. All we want to say is that we need to change the behavior of our drivers. Road users are not behaving well. They you know, there's fatigue. People don't want to rest. They don't want to rest. He wants to drive from here to KZN because he wants to reach home. Unfortunately, if you're not abiding by the rules of the road, of which is 120 kilometers per hour, you won't reach your destination. So the message you want to, I don't know how to explain this. I always come here during festive season, during Easter period, same thing. But the problem
is... that is the problem. Why don't you come here on a regular basis? Driver behavior,
simple. As I've explained, with most of the vehicles are living now and most of them are coming inside, like into the province. But the challenge is that people, you know, the mindset, driver behavior. Drivers should stop to drink and drive. They must relax, take it easy on a road.
Take it easy indeed.
So
now
that
let's talk about let's talk about the police visibility on the country's roads. Why is it that police hide on the bushes and wait ostensibly for the motorists to commit that particular offence, as it were, that of overspeeding? And then boom, out of nowhere, they just spring out of action. Why is it?
It's not happening anymore.
Is it really the fact that police want motorists to commit that particular offence before they start taking action?
No,
isn't the role of the police to prevent that particular offence from taking place?
I think you know that prevention is better than cure. Our main mandate is to make sure that people are safe.
Prevention is better than cure. I do agree with you. But if you hide in the bushes and wait for motorists to commit an offence to overspeed,
let me finish.
I mean, where is that prevention coming into
You need to behave. Our motorists need to behave on our roads, whether they see a traffic officer or not. So they only behave when they see women or men in brown uniform or blue. So we don't hide anymore. It's style like dalale. So we don't hide anymore. We are visible. We want to be visible. We want to be seen. But unfortunately, motorists are continuing to misbehave. When we are not there, they misbehave. So the best thing is to hide. And then when you come back, he surprise you, and then you are arrested. But what I want to say, it's not we don't want to see more people being arrested. No. The mandate is to make sure that we save people's lives. That is why we've got road safety education. That is educating people on daily basis. Our kids at schools, universities. We know that the people that are dying is between 18 and 35, the youth. They are still excited, they're driving, they're drinking and driving. They're enjoying themselves, but not responsibly. So what we are doing, we're going to schools. It's not about getting more money or tickets, giving people, motorists tickets because we want to feel good that we've arrested so many people. The main mandate is to save people's life, and we need drivers to change their behavior. We're talking to them on daily basis. You can be surprised this morning on the N1 that no tickets were issued. That's what we want. We don't want to punish people. We want people to understand that we are here to make a difference, and together I think we can make a difference. We are not enemies of our road users. We want to save people's life. We are tired of seeing people dying on our roads.
Yeah, and I've engaged several times with the Road Traffic Management Corporation chief and other stakeholders regarding the issue of taking and accepting bribes. What you normally call drink. How is that being solved? Because it defeats the whole purpose of road safety campaign. If
you can check, you can go back to RTMC. They can give you the figures. We've got so many officers that have been arrested, and we also arrest the motorists because they are the ones that are giving our officers money.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's a corruptee and a corruptor here. So both people are they need to go and face the law. So it's not about our officers only. If our motorists can stop giving our people money, if an officer asks you money, make sure that you take the details of that officer and you report that officer immediately. That person will be arrested and automatically all the processes will be followed and that person will be dismissed. Because Tina, we always say Gauteng, we don't want corrupt officials. There's no place for corrupt officials in Gauteng. We don't want to say, because you take 100 rand from this person who maybe his vehicle is not roadworthy, and 5 kilometers down the line, that person has been involved in an accident. 4 people have died because of 100 rand, because of a cold drink. So that is not acceptable. We are saying people must not give motorists. Okay. It's our message. Motorists must not give our officers money. These people, they get paid on the 15th and also month end.
All right, Busaphi, I certainly hope that you won't be coming here during the festive season and you'll be coming here on a regular basis.
No,
but then thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Yeah. We appreciate it. That was Gauteng Traffic Department spokesperson Busaphi Nxumalo talking to us about their preparedness during the Easter long weekend. And as you heard, the traffic officers should stop taking a cold drink. If they're thirsty, they should go buy. All right, this is Newsroom. We'll certainly take a short break and we'll be right back with more.